The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. The kicker, Chase McLaughlin, will get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Let's go. Now the first carry for King Henry. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
Open space to the 35. And he's going to take this all the way home. Derrick Henry, touchdown Lions. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. Right back to Irving, and he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
Run.
He'll send a tight end in motion right. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
That's complete to Ramondre Stevenson out of the backfield. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll run it. It's Irving. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
Alert! What's up?
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Off-balance throw. It's complete.
They pick up a nice chunk play there through the air on third down, but it's not quite enough to move the chains. Now the question is, how aggressive is this head coach willing to be as he tries to extend this drive?
McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Bucks are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Well, a big play there and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some.
And he's into the end zone. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Detroit. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Greg, offensive coordinators script the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive. They've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, they continue to build on this lead here early. It's going to be a long day for this defense.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Regular. What's that?
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. A short one there to Otten. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Good. Hey, alert 33.
Here comes Otten in motion.
What's up?
On first down is Mayfield. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. It's second down. A give. This is Irving. He'll manage only a couple. C.J. Mosley, the veteran linebacker, there to shut it down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 10.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Good. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
They put a receiver in motion to the left.
Set.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. A pass pulled in by Irving. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
And that will be incomplete. They could not hook up on what will be the first one. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Good. Pistol, pistol, pistol.
They'll send him over to the left.
Watch out.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. And the reception for Chris Godwin. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
Set. Kings, Kings, Kings. Set.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Get this complete right side to Otten.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Set. Watch out.
On 2nd down, a run with Irving. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
And just like that, you go from 2nd and inches, where you think it's pretty much a given that you're going to move the chains, to now finding yourself in 3rd and 2 or 3. Great job by that defense. This completely changes this possession.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. This one complete to Bateman. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Great pre-snap identification by the quarterback, realizing that the blitz was coming and exactly where the soft spot in the defense would be. He's able to put that slant route right on the front shoulder pad of his receiver. Leads to a real nice run after catch and brings up first down.
19, let's go now. Let's stay 19.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw again. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he will get into the end zone. Jalen Naylor. Touchdown, Lions. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions extend it to a 21-6 advantage. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Up, Nelson. What's that?
Throwing is Mayfield. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
3rd and long.
Alert, 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 alert. Done.
To throw is Mayfield. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught. Derrick Henry. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Mustafa.
This is one of those situations, Mike, where a rookie quarterback can kind of be baited into thinking something's open when it's really not. And these are the things that all coaches are just continuing to work through. Anytime you have a young signal caller, they haven't seen the reps. They don't have the experience. In this case, the defense plays this one to perfection, and it results in the big takeaway.
Good. Regular. Watch one.
Mayfield to throw. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8.
Good. Hey, alert 33.
Now Mayfield. They go right back to Godwin. He's got it again. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter.
Real. What's that?
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. A dive and a catch. Incredible. The Buccaneers forced to use their third and final timeout. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock.
Pistol. What's that?
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
The back of the end zone. He's got it. Craig Palmer. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes a return from the 3. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
So we reach halftime, and the visiting Lions are in the lead as we toss it an hour or so east to Orlando. And Jonathan Coachman standing by for the EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. A return now from the 4. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Irving. He'll get about 2. Aiden Hutchinson, the former first-rounder, in on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll go again here with Irving. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Here's 3rd and 7.
Run.
To throw is Mayfield. He'll find McMillan here. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down. On the ground, it's Irving. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. First and 10.
Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Working free downfield. It is Williams. A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Lions 1st down.
And the Lions 1st down.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Going to go right back to Henry. And he's going to have the 1st down. Mark him at the 45 and move the chains. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll give it, going left. There's Henry. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. ncaa in on the stop. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got it, tight end. That's Laporta. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Here's Bates for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions will extend this third quarter lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run with Irving. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one. Second and a yard. On the handoff, it's Irving. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. Here's a third down and 4.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Dad.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. Toward the sideline, taken in by Godwin. The first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, here's Irving. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
They face second down and 7.
Alert, 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 alert! What's up?
Now Mayfield. That's complete to the rookie out of Miami. 20 yards on that pass play. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay.
Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. The Lions have got it.
Don't you just love when you get a chance to see the big guys run with the ball? Like, takes them back to their glory days. Every one of these guys at some point when they were younger was a running back, and they might not get the ball a lot, but when they do, they try to take advantage of it. He was able to go back for a big return. Doesn't get 6, but I think it's going to take him a minute there on the sideline to catch his breath.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
At some point, the offensive line cannot just be dependent on the perfect play call. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to distort the defense and create some space for the running back to run. In this case, nobody could win. Stop for no gain.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Whitehead. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again, this time at their own 8-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On first down is Mayfield. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Terrion Arnold.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Henry. Henry rumbles to the first down and more. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead. You're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
And a short pickup down inside the 10. They'll look to throw. That is caught.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. Well, I'll tell you, Mike, I'm feeling pretty good about my chances of picking up this 4th down when I've got big old Derrick Henry in the backfield. So what an unbelievable job by this defense coming up with a huge 4th down stop.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Hey, alert 33. What's up?
Throwing is Baker. Gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the 4th quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
And that is incomplete.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball's over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
Pistol, pistol, pistol. What's that?
On second down, Baker. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down. The Lions call their first timeout. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down. Here's first and 10. Here's Henry, and he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. They'll go again here with Henry, and he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is third down. They'll drop to throw. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Oh, how about that back bulldozing his way forward? A gain of 9 yards. Henry tries to bull his way in. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Run. Done.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. That's caught left side by Otten. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
What's up?
Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. That one good for 26 yards. Set to go now on first and 10.
Hey, alert! What's up?
To throw is Mayfield. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
At the 32-yard line.
Alert!
Here comes Otten in motion.
Done.
A second down throw for Mayfield. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
What's up?
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And a nice run there. He'll get 8 to the 28-yard line. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed.